Alright guys, friend to Wally and welcome to another video. I've recently purchased Anthem and I just wanted to do a quick video on the best FPS settings that you can have. When I first loaded into the game, the FPS was like 20 FPS and it was just really poor. It was laggy everywhere. But I have come up with the best possible FPS settings to get the most FPS in the game. So without further ado, let's jump in and I will show you the settings that I've got. So what you want to do is go to settings and then video. So the display settings, obviously you put it on the screen resolution of your monitor and the hertz of what your monitor can support. You want it on full screen, but the important thing is vertical sync needs to be off, because for some reason Anthem has got an old vertical sync where if you have it on, if you can't quite get to 60 frames, it will cap it at 30 instead, which he wants to be playing in 30 frames, not me. The peripherals, lighting and HDR mode is whatever you want to have it on, that's not important. Graphics settings, brightness again is your personal preference, motion blur off, depth of field on, chromatic aberration off, and camera shake is personal preference. I've just got it set to 70%. The advanced graphics, you want it on custom, anti-aliasing TAA, ambient occlusion HBHO, texture quality high, texture filtering high, mesh quality medium, lighting quality medium, effects quality high, post processing quality high, terrain quality high, vegetation quality medium. So I found that this gives you the best frame rates while you're in game, and I'll just demonstrate that. You do notice a little bit of screen tearing when you're in Fortasis, but when you're actually out in the world you don't really notice the screen tearing so much. The game, with these settings, it still makes the game look really good and it doesn't look like trash. So you could probably get better frame rates if you cranked everything right down, but then the game's gonna look like trash, and who wants that really? I don't personally play on the best FPS settings. I have mine just a little bit higher because I'm not bothered about getting the maximum frames per second, but I just wanted to show you guys. I kind of tweaked it, so I wanted a bit more detail and sacrifice a few frames. But you'll see once I spawn in to the world that the FPSs are pretty decent and they hold quite stable. But I would say that this game is quite intensive when it comes to graphics. When I first loaded the game up, I've got a 4K monitor and it thought I could run it in 4K at, like, you know, 60 frames per second on ultra, and it's just nowhere near that. So as you can see now, just looking around the world, I'm getting steady 42, 43, 40 frames per second. So if you jump down, again, there's a lot of detail going on, a lot of things going on in the game that's got to process, but a steady 40 frames per second is pretty good. And once you get onto the ground, you will like get around 50 frames, because obviously you've not got a lot. The draw distance is not a lot that you've got to process, that the graphics card's got to process. So yeah, 50 frames per second is pretty stable. Hopefully the developers release patches to make it a bit more stable, a bit more FPS friendly. But for now guys, definitely don't play with your vertical sync on unless you've got a really top rig that can, you know, handle it, because it will cap you at 30 if you can't achieve 60 frames. So if your rig can achieve over 60 frames per second consistently, then go for it, because it'll just cap it at 60. So I just wanted to put this video quickly out, guys. If you're having the same issues that I was having at the beginning with poor frame rates and the game was unplayable, so I hope this video helped you guys out. I hope you liked it, and sit tight for more Anthem videos. So thanks for watching guys, peace out.